Very warm welcome to the session. As you already know, in the last few sessions where we started discussing about the genetic disorders, right? And in the genetic disorders, where we have classified it into two categories for our convenience. One was Mendelian disorder. Mendelian disorder is also called gene disorder. It is usually caused due to mutation in the single gene, right? It is the gene disorder that is also called Mendelian disorder. Mendelian disorders, and another one is chromosomal disorder that we have to start yet. Anyhow, in the gene disorder, which we have classified again into two types, they are number one, allosomal gene disorder, or it can be also called allosomal Mendelian disorder, under which it is caused due to mutation in a gene present on the allosome, nothing but a gene present on the sex chromosome, either X or Y. Under this, the two examples that we have learnt are, recall them. One is hemophilia, which is a X-linked recessive gene disorder. Another one is red-green color blindness. You know, color blindness are of different type, but in that NCERT speaks only about which one? Daltonism. Nothing but red-green color blindness only, where person is unable to distinguish between red color and green color. It is also a allosomal or X-linked recessive gene disorder that we have completed. Now, autosomal gene disorder, one thing is clear. In this category, whatever examples we are going to discuss, where the mutated gene is present on the autosome, any of the one chromosome out of 44, plus 2 are allosomes that we have completed. Out of 44 autosome, the mutated gene can be present on any of the one. And in that, already we have completed the study of which one? Sickle cell anemia, which was the problem of which one? Hemoglobin, right? In that which chain? Beta chain. The second example, let me continue here. Example number 2 is thalassemia. Okay. Now, before going to the concept, let us recall what we have studied for sickle cell anemia, the basic things. To study that, I told about the pigment that is present, the respiratory pigment, the oxygen and carbon dioxide transporting pigment, or the protein present inside the RBC. What is that? Hemoglobin. Let me represent it as HB. You know that the hemoglobin is made up of totally 4 polypeptide chains. How many? 4. Out of the 4, 2 are alpha chains and 2 are beta chains. 2 alpha chain, 2 beta chains are there. Each alpha chain is made of 141 amino acid, whereas each beta chain is made of 146 amino acid, right? That also I told you. Now, alpha chain producing gene is present on chromosome number 16, whereas beta chain producing gene is present on chromosome number 11. While discussing sickle cell anemia, I told you that it is the problem of only which chain? Beta chain, where beta chain is produced. Beta chain is produced, but in which the one amino acid at the 6th place out of 146, 6th amino acid, it is supposed to be glutamic acid, which is replaced by valine. As there is a change in the amino acid at 6th position, the entire shape, the beta chain shape changes, the structure changes. ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಆರ್ ಬಿ ಸಿಯ ಶೇಪೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾವ ಶೇಪಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಸಿಕಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅನೇಮಿಯಾ, ಸಿಕಲ್ ಶೇಪಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಲರ್ನ್ಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್. ಇನ್ ಸಿಕಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅನೇಮಿಯಾ, beta chain is produced or not produced? It is produced, but it is of defective quality. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, 6th amino acid glutamic acid is replaced by which one? ವೆಲೈನ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದ ಥಲಸ್ಸೇಮಿಯಾ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್, it is once again a problem of hemoglobin. Here the production of either alpha chain is affected or production of beta chain is affected. You are getting the point? In sickle cell anemia both the chains are produced, even beta chain is also produced, ಆದರೆ it is of defective quality, right? But thalassemia, what I am speaking here, the thalassemia are of two types. What are they? One is alpha thalassemia, okay, where production of alpha globin chain is affected. That means the alpha chain production ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ? ಆಗ ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ? ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಥಲಸ್ಸೆಮಿಯಾ. ವಾಟ್ ಡು ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಸೇ ಬೀಟಾ ಚೈನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್, ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೀಟಾ ಚೈನ್, ಆ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ? ಬೀಟಾ ಥಲಸ್ಸೆಮಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ಥಲಸ್ಸೆಮಿಯಾ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಐದರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಗ್ಲೋಬಿನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೀಟಾ ಗ್ಲೋಬಿನ್ ಚೈನ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅರ್ಥ. Is that clear? So that is about which one? Thalassemia. Once again, in thalassemia when we speak, right, again RBC, alpha chain, beta chain production agade illa anta helidre, that survival period of the RBC what happens again? Decreases. Oxygen carrying capacity decreases. Here in this case RBC will not be sickle shaped. Sickle shape RBC ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, but right, the survival period instead of 120 days lifespan will decrease, RBC will die soon. Oxygen carrying capacity of the RBC or the hemoglobin what happens? Decreases. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ either alpha or beta chain itself is missing, right? ಅದರ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಚ್ಚು RBC ಡೆತ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ what happens? They go to the dead RBCs are trapped in the spleen. Spleen may swell. ಹೆಚ್ಚೆಚ್ಚು RBC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಪ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸ್ಪ್ಲೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ರೈಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಪ್ಲೀನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್. ಸ್ಪ್ಲೀನೋಮೆಗಾಲಿ ಮೇ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. ಸ್ಪ್ಲೀನೋಮೆಗಾಲಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಬಿಲಿರುಬಿನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, because of which the person may suffer from jaundice also. Liver swelling will take place. Hepatomegaly can be expected. Anemia, decrease in the count of RBC are some of the symptoms of which one? Thalassemia. Is that clear? So sickle cell anemia ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ? ಥಲಸ್ಸೆಮಿಯಾ. ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಈವನ್ ದೋ ಎರಡೂ ಹಿಮೋಗ್ಲೋಬಿನಿನ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್? ನೋ. That's why when NCERT compare sickle cell anemia with thalassemia, NCERT says that sickle cell anemia is a qualitative disorder. Is a what? Qualitative disorder, whereas they say thalassemia is a, NCERT ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಇಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, quantitative disorder. Do you agree with this? Why it is so? See, in sickle cell anemia beta chain production occurs, ಆದರೆ the quality is of not good. Why? Because 6th amino acid glutamic acid is replaced by ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ? ವೆಲೈನ್. ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಆದರೆ not of good quality. That's why I can say sickle cell anemia is a qualitative disorder, but thalassemia in which the quantity is affected, either alpha chain production ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯಿತು. ಬೀಟಾ ಚೈನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. Is that clear? When they ask you to compare this, sickle cell anemia is a qualitative disorder, thalassemia is a quantitative disorder. Is that clear? Now another question. Suppose if I ask you, sickle cell anemia is a problem of which chromosome? What is your answer? We know that it is only beta chain, right? Beta chain is affected, hence it is a problem of chromosome number 11. Suppose if I ask you about thalassemia, It may be either chromosome 16 problem if it is alpha thalassemia. If it is beta thalassemia, it is a problem of chromosome number 11. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನಃ ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಥಲಸೆಮಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೀಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್. And another thing that I want to speak here, okay, alpha thalassemia is controlled by, this is because of the two closely linked genes HBA1 and HBA2. HBA1 and HBA2 ಅನ್ನುವ ಎರಡು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಲಿ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ ಜೀನ್ಸ್, ತುಂಬ ಹತ್ತಿರ ಇರುವ ಜೀನ್ಗಳು ಆನ್ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 16 are responsible for alpha thalassemia, whereas a gene called gene HBB is responsible for which one? Beta thalassemia. Write down the points. Okay. It is an autosomal recessive gene disorder, underline autosomal recessive gene disorder, comma, where defective hemoglobin is produced. Means ಆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಹಿಮೋಗ್ಲೋಬಿನ್ ನೋಡುವಾಗ ಅದು ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ಫಾ ಅಥವಾ ಬೀಟಾ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಮಿಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಹಿಮೋಗ್ಲೋಬಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್, ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಆಫ್ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗ್ when both the parents are carrier for the gene that I already told you, like in sickle cell anemia alwa. So hege when both the parents are carrier for the gene, that disease can be transferred to their offsprings. Okay, that means in bracket heterozygous condition. Next line, in a normal person hemoglobin consists of 2 alpha chain and 2 beta chains, which consists of 141 amino acid and 146 amino acid in each chain respectively. 141 and 146 amino acid in each chain respectively. Next line, types. Number 1, alpha thalassemia. In front of it write down, production of alpha globin chain is affected. Hemoglobin alva, alpha globin chain is affected. Full stop. Continue the line. Alpha thalassemia is controlled by 2 closely linked genes HBA1 and HBA2. ಇವೆರಡು ಜೀನ್ಗಳು present on chromosome number 16. Number 2, beta thalassemia. You can write this one easily. Production of beta globin chain is affected. Full stop. Continue the line. Beta thalassemia is controlled by a single HBB gene present on chromosome number 11. Chromosome number 11. Next line, 1 and 2 are over. Next line, separately write down. Sickle cell anemia is a qualitative disorder. In bracket, this statement is important for theory as well as your competitive exam. In bracket, synthesis of incorrect globin. Andre beta globin alwa, synthesis of incorrect globin, close the bracket. Whereas thalassemia is a quantitative disorder. In bracket, synthesis of less globin. Next, symptoms. Write down. Children born with thalassemia are normal at birth but develop severe anemia during first year of life. Next line, severe conditions, tumba severe adre, severe conditions may cause stillbirth. STILL, stillbirth, ಹುಟ್ಟುವ ಮೊದಲೇ ಮಗುವಿನ ಡೆತ್ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಜಾಯಿಂಡಿಸ್, ಅನೇಮಿಯಾ, ಹೆಪಟೋಮೆಗಾಲಿ, HEPATO, ಹೆಪಟೋಮೆಗಾಲಿ, ಎನ್ಲಾರ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿವರ್, ಸ್ಪ್ಲೀನೋಮೆಗಾಲಿ, SPLEENO, MEGALY, enlargement of spleen, etc. Okay, so this is all about the example number 2, thalassemia. Let me move on to another example. Example 3, it is phenylketonuria. Okay, which one? Phenylketonuria, in short, abbreviated as PKU. What exactly happens in case of phenylketonuria? Very simple. In phenylketonuria, okay, what here, before going to that, again, it is also a what? You know that it is a autosomal what? Recessive gene disorder, like other. It is also a autosomal recessive gene disorder. Okay. Now, before going to a patient suffering from PKU, let us see about our condition. Nammalli ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? Usually, our diet, ನಮ್ಮ food is having an amino acid called phenylalanine. ಯಾವುದು? Phenylalanine is a amino acid that is present in our diet. ನಮ್ಮ food ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. What is that? Phenylalanine, glycine, alanine, phenylalanine. ಜ್ಞಾಪಕ ಉಂಟಾ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ PU ಬಯೋಮೊಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ. Phenylalanine, tyrosine, tryptophan, right? So phenylalanine is one of the amino acid that is present in our diet. As it enter to our body, especially in the presence of an liver enzyme called phenylalanine, the name of the enzyme is hydroxylase. A liver enzyme called phenylalanine hydroxylase that convert this phenylalanine into, okay, tyrosine. Converted to tyrosine. This tyrosine next become by other enzymes called tyrosinase. Other steps are involved. It becomes what? Melanin. What is the use of this melanin? Which is required for the skin pigmentation. ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಕಲರೇಷನಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಕು? ಮೆಲಾನಿನ್ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನನ್ನ ಡಯೆಟಲ್ಲಿ phenylalanine ಇದೆ. In the presence of liver enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase converted to tyrosine. Tyrosine is converted to what? Melanin ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. Right? No? Now, here this melanin is required for the skin pigmentation, hair right, coloration ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದು very important. But the patient who is suffering from phenylketonuria, already ಈ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಯಾರಿಗಿದೆ? In those person, the production of this particular enzyme, what is that? Phenylalanine hydroxylase is absent. ಈ enzyme production ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So, but still the person in the food consumes what? Phenylalanine. ಅವನ ಡಯಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? Phenylalanine ಇದೆ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, phenylalanine is present. Now he consumes that food, but this particular enzyme is absent. So what happens? In the absence of this enzyme, phenylalanine is not converted to tyrosine. Tyrosine will not become melanin. So melanin production agodilla. There is a shortage of melanin will takes place. Meanwhile, one thing is very clear. No formation of tyrosine, no formation of melanin. By that, one thing is clear. Phenylalanine is as such. But what happened? This phenylalanine can become or converted to later phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives of it. And other derivatives. Okay, this phenylalanine which was not converted in that patient, the phenylalanine concentration increases. Phenylalanine becomes phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives ಗಳಾಗಿ ಬದಲಾಗ್ತವೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲವುಗಳ ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ರಿಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ? phenylalanine, phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives, ಅದರ ಡಿರೈವೇಟಿವ್ಗಳು, its concentration what happens? Increases. ಅದರ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದವಾಗ if they get accumulated in various body part, phenylalanine, phenylpyruvic acid, if it gets accumulated in the brain, it results in the mental retardation, ಬುದ್ಧಿಮಾಂದ್ಯತೆ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಇದು ಹೋಗಿ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಆರ್ಥರೈಟಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುವಂಥದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್, ಆಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್, ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್, ದೇ ಗೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ವೇರಿಯಸ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್. If it accumulate in the brain, it results in mental retardation. That is one thing. Okay, now as there is no production of melanin, there is reduced pigmentation of skin, hair, right? The skin color, hair color becomes very reduced, no pigmentation or very light pigmentation can be seen. That is the second symptom. As these phenylalanine and phenylpyruvic acid, which are not reabsorbed by kidney, they are directly eliminated through urine. Okay, by urine test, you doctors can clearly come to know whether the patient is suffering from this one or not. Clear? So idanna neatly kelbodu. NCERT statement helide, because of the poor reabsorption, they are eliminated through urine anta helta ide. So idanne twist ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಗೆ question kelbodu, how you will confirm the patient is having this problem? By urine test. Urine alli phenylalanine, phenylpyruvic acid ide andre the patient is having this particular problem. Skin coloration, hair coloration becomes very light. Hyperpigmentation alla, hypopigmentation, as well as ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ, ಬುದ್ಧಿಮಾಂದ್ಯತೆ, ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ರಿಟಾರ್ಡೇಷನ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ರಿಟಾರ್ಡೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಕ್ಯುಮುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ in various body parts, especially if it accumulate in the brain. Clear? No? Write down the heading number 3. In that, write down, this is an inborn error of metabolism. ಓಕೆ, ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಿನಿಂದ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಹುಟ್ಟುವಾಗ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯಾನಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂಡರ್ಲೈನ್, ಇನ್ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಎರರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಸಮ್ and is inherited as a autosomal recessive gene disorder. Try to understand, dear student. It can come as a autosomal recessive gene disorder from parents to offspring in the barbodu. Number 2, during embryonic development, due to some problem, embryonic stage alli ಆದ ಕೆಲವು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಆ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಬರಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್, ಥಲಸೇಮಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್, ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಆಫ್ಸ್ಪ್ರಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಹೌದು, ಬಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಮ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಇನ್ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಎರರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಸಮ್. Okay, and is also inherited as a autosomal recessive gene disorder. Next line, the affected individuals lack an enzyme called phenylalanine hydroxylase. Double underline, mark it as a very important 1 mark question. Highest kelidare, name the enzyme absent in phenylketonuria. Your answer is which one? Phenylalanine hydroxylase, comma, which is required for the conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine, comma, which is then converted into melanin, in bracket, required for, okay, melanin in bracket, required for normal skin coloration. Next line, absence of this enzyme results in the accumulation of phenylalanine. Absence of this enzyme results in the accumulation of phenylalanine and its derivatives accumulation of phenylalanine and is converted to, make the correction, absence of this enzyme results in the accumulation of phenylalanine and is converted to phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives, comma, which accumulate in different body organs. Next line, these are also excreted through urine because of its poor reabsorption by the kidney. Symptoms, accumulation in brain results in mental retardation. Second one, hypopigmentation of, not hyper, hypopigmentation of skin and hair. Skin and hair. Note, ಒಂದು ನೋಟ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ, ನೀಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, accumulation in joints results in phenylpyruvic arthritis. Phenylpyruvic arthritis. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು ಗೌಟಿ ಆರ್ಥ್ರೈಟಿಸ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಅಕ್ಯುಮಿಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂರಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಆದರೆ it is due to the accumulation of phenylalanine in the joints. So this is about phenylketonuria. Apart from that, in the NCERT, one more example is given, example number 4, that is cystic fibrosis. This is mentioned in the NCERT, but related explanation is not there. So the two example for allosomal gene disorder, hemophilia, ರೆಡ್ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ಕಲರ್ ಬ್ಲೈಂಡ್ನೆಸ್, ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೇಳಿದ ಆರ್ಡರ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಟೋಸೋಮಲ್ ಜೀನ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್ ವೇರ್ ಮ್ಯೂಟೇಟೆಡ್ ಜೀನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಅಟೋಸೋಮ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿಕಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅನೇಮಿಯಾ, thalassemia. Okay, sickle cell anemia is a 5-mark question. It is a 3-mark question. Number 3, phenylketonuria, again a 3-mark question, and very important 1-mark question. I told you symptoms also important 1 or 2-mark question. Apart from that, the 4th example is cystic fibrosis. Kelbodu question. Give any 4 example for autosomal gene disorder. 3 we are going to study in detail. This is the 4th example. Clear, no? But one point I want to tell about which one? Cystic fibrosis. Here it is also take it as a note. Okay, note down. It is also what? Autosomal recessive gene disorder. Autosomal recessive gene disorder where the mucus produced in various regions of the body. Where is mucus in the body? Innermost lining of the alimentary canal. ನಮ್ಮ ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿನ ಇನ್ನರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯೂಕಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಟರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ, ಯೂರಿನರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. ಇನ್ನರ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್? ಮ್ಯೂಕಸ್. Mucus produced by the body or various organs becomes abnormally thick and salty. Clear? Abnormally thick and salty. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ದ ಮ್ಯೂಕಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್, ಕಫ ನಮ್ಮದು ಮ್ಯೂಕಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಕಫ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯೂಕಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ abnormally thick, very thick, and it becomes very salty. That condition is cystic fibrosis. ಏನಾಗಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, that thick mucus may block the passage of respiratory system, block pancreatic passage and all, cause some other problems. Is that clear? So this is all about Mendelian disorders. Next, under genetic disorder, we have to discuss about which one? Chromosomal disorders.